which is next weekend.
Next weekend, okay.
So a week from tomorrow, where is Players Ball.
All right, so I knew that Goma was going back to Japan for the winter break, not for Thanksgiving break. So he should be able to make it to Players Ball, assuming he can get around his work and school and whatnot, but I'm sure he can make something work. And Nebula certainly is down to travel more. He's gotten his taste. He got the bug.
Yeah. Going over to the West Coast does that for you, man.
Go to California, go to Chicago. Suddenly he's like, he wants to go everywhere.
Man, I'd love to just go everywhere. Now, you can speak volumes about the player versus player matchup that is Gomakenpi versus Nebula.
This is the MSU Classic. The only person missing from this whole MSU Classic equation is the one and only Slam Shady, of course.
Say, probably Mr. Shady himself.
Mr. Shady himself. But these two have been, each has been top of MSU PR at one time. Season 1 it was Nebula, Season 2 it was Slam, Season 3 it was Goma, that being the current season, or the most recent PR season.
You gotta think, this could be one of the defining moments for who gets first place in the current
Absolutely.
Smash PR for MSU.
And both of them, I think, Nebula certainly, I'm actually not too sure about Goma because I know he hasn't been able to travel much. Michigan PR hopefuls. I don't know if Goma has been to quite enough, but back throw will get Nebula off stage. This looking like Goma's favor from the start, but goes for the scoop again.
I mean, when doesn't he?
Absolutely.
You're at the ledge. There's just enough room for Goma to slide in with a back air, or a pivot, a run through back throw.
Yeah,
do it.
But back
He'll find a
airs
way.
too. Yeah, Goma just waiting and seeing. Just letting Nebula do his thing. He knows Nebula's mentality better than most people.
Sometimes you can say better than Nebula.
Perhaps.
Back throw
but
gets
will do
it. First stock.
Rolls onto stage for the first time I think I've seen Nebula roll onto stage from ledge. And he gets a stock taken for it. So this I think speaks a lot of how much these two have played. Not to say that Nebula isn't good, because obviously he is a fantastic player, but the people that play with him a lot are much more likely to do well against him than literally anyone else. Just because he has such a unique personality when it comes to the game. You have to know kind of why does he do these things, and you'll understand better what he's going to do next. And very few can say that they've played as many sets with Nebula as Goma has.
Exactly.
Oh, running through with that bait again.
What a bad grab too. Man, these fireballs from Goma are just hitting.
Oh wow!
Dang,
That
two
was
stock.
cute. That was cute. I think it was the Nair or something. No, Fireball killing the side B, and Pac-Man just kind of drifts sadly off into the right into the face of Goma's forward smash. So Goma goes up one game, shaking off his hand a little bit. He's been playing hard all day long. Top 4 in doubles and top 4 in singles. Boy, he's making bank today. But I am very happy to see this. I actually told myself before I got roped into commentary, I told myself I was going to stay until
either one of these were out.
Until both of them were out. So here we are. I would still be here even if I wasn't commentating.
Exactly.
But I'm so happy. I always love to commentate both of these player sets.
Exactly, yeah. You're one of the few who can provide incredible insight on what goes through the mind of both these players, especially when they are having a contest against each other.
Absolutely. This is something I've seen many a time, and I wish I could see more. So here we are, final destination. I expect Goma band. I don't know what Goma band actually. Probably triplats.
Doesn't want to risk
yeah,
living forever.
Yeah, even though triplats being a good stage for Mario. Ooh, baits with that bell, goes for the back air instead. That invincible up B is going to do some good work for getting Goma back to the stage. Apple sending that at a weird trajectory. Goma waits and runs right under it.
Yeah, I think Goma changing up his movement.
He dropped his shield, moved very slightly towards that trampoline, got bounced straight up into that melon. Perfect bait from, perfect trap from Nebula, taking that stock, and he finds himself up in game number 2. Oh, but doesn't work once, it'll work the second time. Yeehaw. Ally would be proud.
I'd be quite proud. And God, you know Gomakenpi would love to just go up 2-0 in this set right now.
Absolutely. Both of these players have recently gone up 2-0 against other players of very high caliber, so I'm sure they both want to do the same to their opponent. I would love to see a Game 5 out of this. I really hope we get the opportunity, but Goma's looking poised to set this to a 2-0 lead for him so far, but actually gets grabbed by Pac-Man. Nebula likes actually landing that grab, just not because it does anything or he gets any follow-ups, because he doesn't. It's the mentality.
Yeah, it's just you got grabbed by
You got grabbed by Pac-Man. You actually did that. So now drops that bell down. It goes off into the abyss, barely power shielding that hydrant. Down smash, not going to connect. Yeah, we are at yeehaw percent, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
So Goma will send Nebula off the side and wait for his opportunity
it's the
to
run through back throw once again.
But Pac-Man is heavy.
He is a fat man.
Heavier than you would expect.
He's eaten a lot of ghosts in his lifetime, and that's what adds to the weight. But an up air almost seals the deal once again.
Yeah, poor DI from that. That key plus hydrant situation putting Goma in a bad spot. But 148 on Nebula. 152 max rage. Apple not quite going to do it. Good DI from Goma.
Hydra not going to get the kill either.
Oh, Goma forced to do a bunch of stuff and just runs out of options.
He went for that up B because he's like, all right, well, I'm going to just throw this hitbox up there and let's hope for the best.
Like, this is usually really safe. Let's do this. All right, let's see this trap. Let's see this happen again. So sends that over, runs over, gets the melon, grabs it, throws it up, springs, and Goma just bounces right into it. All right, hydrant, up tilted hydrant, just lasted forever in combination with that back air. Back to FD we go. Neither of these players get that nice 2-0 lead over the other. We are poised to go pretty even here. And I really do think these two players are very even in skill.
Definitely.
They're so familiar with each other.
That game number 2 felt like it was already game number 4. It was
right?
a war of attrition of a game 2.
Absolutely. Both players trying to say, like, we got to do it. Like, this is it. Every game is the last game for these players.
Definitely. And there's so much on the line here. There's prize money. There's an invite. And just
there's pride, there's PR spot.
Yeah, there is.
This is
everything.
Proving grounds. Goma goes too low. And I find myself completely unable to root for either of these players. I love them both. They are my two best friends in this scene for sure. And the two people I will absolutely miss most when I don't compete anymore.
Yeah.
But I just want to see them both play their hearts out, and that's absolutely what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are putting it all out on the table.
Gomakenpi
with an up smash, going to seal that 69% on the board, using that magic percent to just seal the stock. Can he make this quick comeback? We've seen him do some disgusting combos, and it all starts with the down throw.
Yeah, but it's really hard. A lot of Mario's combos really don't work on Pac-Man. That hydrant interrupts. Pac-Man's nair and fair are very quick. Not to mention any items or things that can be dropped or thrown around. Goma's shield looking real thin, but landing with that nair into jab, pretty safe. Oh, landing on that hydrant though. Did not quite calculate that angle correctly. 49% on Nebula. Not quite a time for Goma to look for kill options just yet, but he's got to be looking for something.
Yeah, man, Nebula's got the full bonus fruit line going.
Yep, he's got the key. He's got a Hydrant out. He's ready to roll. Throwing out that fair into key. That is a true combo.
And sometimes he's not even looking like he needs that combo, but he's going to steal the key.
Yeah, out of hit stun before he lands, throws the key. Goma not expecting that. Down 1-2 after taking the first game. Nebula brings 2 games back in response. Now it becomes the question: can Goma bring it to game number 4 or game number 5, or will he go out? That SD from Goma, he was at 100%, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it's still not something you want to see, especially against someone that kills so poorly as Pac-Man. So game 4, Goma deciding enough FD, not working out. Let's try some platforms. I know you can run away from me, but I can run away from you. I've got places to go. Nebula just using the trampoline that's already there instead of making a new one.
Yeah. Nebula sitting up with that pretty 2-1 set lead. This is do or die for Gomakenpi. Can he do it? And I mean, the switch to Battlefield changes the pace of the game up a little bit. These guys have been playing on relatively flat surfaces for most of the set.
Yeah.
When you add in the dynamics of a triangle platform layout, it can make a world of difference.
Yeah, Goma tired of jumping over stuff. He wants to have platforms to land on in the process.
Yeah, he wants to.
Misses with that back air and gets hit by the Hydrant instead of hitting it. That up B. He always knows when that's going to hit.
Yep. And at that point, he didn't care. He's like, I know this won't kill, but you know what? Damage is damage when you're trying to play from behind.
Yep, absolutely. This is dead even. Runs up with that grab. Gets the forward throw. Grand total of like 4% maybe. And goes absolutely nowhere, even at 80%. Alright, goes for that raw F smash, something he doesn't do very often. Alright, all of the shield pressure from Goma, but it's not going anywhere. These power shields from Nebula can't do much against the multi-hits, but they certainly help. Alright, that was certainly an attempt at something else.
I thought he was charging up smash for a second, but it was just forward. He was doing forward smash. He was trying to get the little bit, that tricky thing we saw him do against like Player Unknown.
Yep, the platform into it, or the trampoline into it. That Yeehaw.
Yep, gets that up B out of shield.
Nebula feeling pressured in that shield, did not want to stay there. Bounces
Quick
right out.
eject button it is.
Alright, whoever takes this first stock is going to be in a really handy position. This is Nebula. This is actually, Nebula loves this stage. I've played against him here a bunch, and oh, that'll do it though.
Yeah,
Scoop him up, throw him out. Did not plan for that. Plan for every other choice that Goma could have made except for standing up and just grabbing him. So, needs to find this stock and quick, or this is going to a game number 5.
Nebula would just love to seal it and send it home right now, get his run back against Player Unknown.
Yeah. What we saw just before that stock went away. Apple will do it. So we're going to probably see more of it. Nebula loves to set up, Hydrant in the middle, stand behind it. You have to go through it or around it. Either one, he's got time to respond.
Goma starting to fire. Goma showing a little bit of life.
Yeah, that invincibility from that up B really helping him out. Going through that Hydrant that got sent down that way. And Goma's happy to just leave, like if the Hydrant's not in his way, he's happy to leave it. It's one fewer option that Nebula has at his disposal.
Goma getting a little greedy there to go for that forward air.
Yeah, he will do that though. That is one of his favorite things to go for whenever it's safe.
Even though it would not have killed, Pac-Man can live for quite a long time.
Especially with a blast zone as low as Battlefield's.
Yeah, the deep blast zones definitely is something to consider. Ooh, nice forward air.
Forward air. All right, so this is looking much more in Goma's favor, but he's got to clean it out.
Yep, getting that bonus fruit online, just trying to find a way to get in, get this crucial kill while making a comeback. Gomakenpi looking for one grab or an up smash to just end this.
Yeah,
Nebula
grab will have to be at the edge. Nebula going for that F smash. That might have actually killed with the rage he's got. Pac-Man's smash attacks are very hard to actually connect with because they're really bad, but they're actually really strong.
He just did
stands
a
up and
neutral
grabs.
get up. Oh!
Just barely made it back. Goma did. This is Goma's moment. He's got to make this happen. Just jumps over that fruit, doesn't want that one.
Oh man, that was such a risky roll by Nebula.
Yeah, but
Gets
a
away
lot
with it,
lot of unsafe rolls, but that key is out, and it is not going to be something that Goma wants to be hit by these days.
Oh my god! That
Not
key.
going to kill on Battlefield's big blast zones.
Back
Back
air?
air will.
Game 5!
We get a game 5.
Oh my god. Nebula
Exactly what
disappeared.
I wanted.
Nebula got back aired off the camera for a second.
I love
what
both
you
of
wanted.
these players dearly. They're playing their hearts out. This is their last MSU tournament for Smash 4. One of them gets to go to Players Ball. One of them has a better shot at Michigan PR, MSU PR, and a hearty helping of that nice cash prize. Game number 5 to Smashville. Fairly neutral stage, I think. Probably the most neutral stage we've seen this whole time. Goma sticking hard with his Mario pick, not surprising. Olimar not a good matchup for Pac-Man, just cannot get his bread and butter started.
Yep. I love that little trick he's been doing. Just throw the side B out, use it to heal.
Yeah, not only does it heal a couple percent, which is not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but it's like, oh man, I just healed my opponent.
Yeah, it just neutralizes any all the projectiles and all that slight work that the opponent was trying to do.
Air dodges right through that, but lands right in space for a grab. And Goma finding the place he was planning to land occupied. Has to retreat to ledge.
Nice nair.
That
Almost
nair,
gonna get the
almost
kill.
killing. Upbeats through the melon. That nair will take it. He
And
did not have a lot of options. Nebula was really covering his spaces really well.
Goma really knew.
Yeah, Goma thinking about going down there, but realizes that's not a safe bet. Does not want to do that. Not when he's down a stock like this. Alright, back airs from Goma. 100%. Nebula up being past the ledge somehow. Goma's got to make this happen now if he's going to make it happen at all. Power shields the hydrant coming at him. But Nebula is just happy to run away, plant the hydrant, put a fruit. Goma not falling for that grab bait anymore.
Yeah, Goma has seen too many power ranked players in our state fall to that very trap.
Yep. So Goma's not looking too good. It's a little rough. See dropping that melon, putting him in a really bad position.
My god,
Shield
that
pressure
shield
is insane.
was almost non-existent. And Gomakenpi, he is just getting eviscerated right now. It's
Yeah,
just
Goma
not looking good.
Goma has no answers for this Pac-Man. Nebula figured something out. He's pulling out all of his last tricks, throws out the bell, doesn't want it anymore.
Yeah, you almost think,
Back air,
did
not going to do
Goma
it. Weak hit.
exert all of his, did he play his entire hand to clutch out game 4?
It was close, but here we go. Last stock, game 5. Goma down 119%. This would be a heartbreaker for Nebula for sure. But Goma is going to do everything in his power. Jab, get some grabs.
He's going to fight tooth and nail for this, but the
Slides off the
hydrant
slides
says
off the
no to the
water.
back throw.
Reflects it back onto the platform. He says, I don't want that down here. I want that up there. You can play with that hydrant. I don't want it. 37% already. Almost jumps into that apple. That would have probably spelled doom for him. Whoa.
Oh my God, the weakest hit of forward smash almost killed. I was like, is that the
That's
tournament
it,
ender?
though.
That is. And Nebula makes it
takes
to losers finals
over
and
Goma.
secures his trip to Midwest Players Ball.
Absolutely.
Wow. Nebula.
And that is absolutely what we would want to, like, we could not have asked for more as